Hello there, beautiful creature. You aren't aware of how beautiful you are, but I am, and I'm happy that you are watching this right now through whatever medium you have chosen. Chilling out here in Gunnersbury Park. It's around autumn. The squirrels are up to no good, up to all sorts of rapscallious activities. The birds are chirping as per usual. Nature is in full effect, and I'm sat here and what am I talking to you about? I have an insect on my forehead. I don't know if you can tell, if you see him there, just wandering about. I don't know if it's a he or a she, doesn't particularly matter though, it's all good though. What am I talking to you about today? What use, what benefit will you get from watching this video? You will learn probably a little bit about the benefits of not judging a particular situation as good or bad. It's something that goes under the radar of our conscious blind spot, doesn't it? The fact that in nature there does not exist such things as good or bad. If you were to ask this tree behind me, I don't know if I'm thumbing to the right direction, but that tree there that I'm sat in front of, if you were to ask that tree, what is good or bad? What's bad, what's good? What are these things? Do you want to try it? Should we try it? Mate! What? Mate, what's good or bad? What does good mean? Oi, what does bad or good mean? And as you can see, I'm not getting a response, although I am getting quite a few bizarre looks from people. You see the point, don't you? You see the point. Nature doesn't know what good or bad is. Funny thing that as well, isn't it? We don't always know this. We don't always pay attention, but we are as much a part of nature as that tree, as this grass, as these leaves, as these birds you can hear, as that squirrel I can actually see. We are as much a part of nature as all of that, as all of this. Yet we feel an intense separation. And the judging mechanism of our minds feeds into the illusion of separation. Also, when we judge a situation, in the grander scheme of everything, this contributes to our suffering on a mass scale. Think of any situation you are in right now. Think of any of the little life details of your existence at the moment. Think of specifically the things that you're not happy about. Think of the things that piss you off, the things that make you feel depressed, anxious, uneasy. What's causing this? Judgment. Judgment. You judge a situation as good or bad. You judge a situation as bad, you feel that you want it to change. You create a scenario, you create the belief that this situation you are in is worthy of negative emotion. Funny that as well, isn't it? How when you say a situation's good, when you overemphasize the good, paradoxically you overemphasize the bad, because when you say something's really, really good, you strengthen the fact that or the illusion, I should say, that there is bad within nature. When in actual fact, nothing is good or bad. Everything just is. Now, to us, to human beings, there are things that either benefit our survival biologically, or there are things that do not benefit or even threaten our survival. But the mind has a tendency to over-exaggerate these things massively. And it does this through projecting. It does this through creating potential future scenarios that you may be in that would threaten your survival. It's anxiety. And it does this through predicting based on past events, none of which exist in the now. I want you to try something. Let's try something right now. Try it with me, actually. I'm going to do it. I'm in a perfect position to do it, so let's do it together. Let's become present in the moment right now with what we have environmentally in our experience. Let's be for a moment. Just look around you. Look around you. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Can you tell? Can you see the judgments? Can you feel the judgments instantly made by your mind? You see where your mind goes into past and future. If you are fully present in the moment as it happens, if you were fully with life as it unfolded before you, then the past and future shackles that your mind is usually so attached to, they wouldn't happen as much. You wouldn't be bound to past and future to such an extent that you usually are. And when you aren't bound to past and future, you aren't as bound to judgment. Because that's all judgment is. You judge something as bad because you have comparison of what that is to something else. If you go to a third world country with a banged up, and you go to sort of places where they really don't have much at all, and you take an automobile of any description that works, that's functional, let's say a banged up Corsa that's smashed to bits, maybe a window missing even. But if you go to certain places in the world and you pull up and you're like, hey, check this motor out, it's yours, keep it, they'd love it. They'd think this is such a great gift, wouldn't they? Now, take that same banged up Corsa to, I don't know, Notting Hill. You see my point? You take that same banged up Corsa to Notting Hill and you park it next to all the Lambos, all the super nice, souped up, super cars that you see there. Then what does that car look like? Why is that though? That's because of a judgment based on other things. So I invite you to relax your judgment. Know that these judgments just come from the mind, and in reality itself doesn't really have much meaning other than your perceptions of it. And know that it is judgment itself at a core that creates our suffering. And that judgment is created from the mind. And when we relax the mind, when we calm the mind, when we don't overthink and instead allow ourselves just to be with whatever is, then we find ourselves at peace with whatever that experience is. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking a trip into nature with me. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for granting me the opportunity to awaken a little bit with you. That's all I want to do, is awaken within myself and help you awaken at the same time. Because if we both awaken together, then that awakening is ever more powerful. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your physical form in this bizarre reality at times. And love yourself and know yourself for the wonderful, pure creation that you are. Peace and presence to you. Mwah.